Hey guys, here we go, Friday night. Welcome. If you are new with us, very happy to have you and so excited that you can be here. And for all you regulars, lovely to have you with me tonight. I'm just going through, there's a lot of chit chat that I have already missed out on. I've only just popped on and I see you guys have been talking for quite some time. Goodness me. Cherie and Jenny, I think you two were the first on tonight. Hi, Rose. I'm not going to say hello individually to everyone because obviously we'd be here for a very long time if I did that. But yes, it's cold here too, Rose. I see that you were talking about the weather. Let's have a little look. Hi there, Jean. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. We do need some warm weather. Thank you for the offer. My husband was just saying if we had lots of money, which we don't right now, but one day what we really would like to do is insulate this house because this house is, we're pretty certain the insulation in this house is very poor. And in fact, the coldest room in the house is the craft room. So I'm sitting here with the fan heater on at the moment, which is bad because, you know, nothing puts your electricity up quite as quickly as fan heater, except maybe an oil heater, but yeah, not so great. So I'm sitting in front. This is one of my Stampin' Up. You see my, which way does it go? Oh gosh, I can't even work it. There it is. Stampin' Up jacket on that I got on the Alaska incentive trip back in 2018, and it's nice and warm. So yeah. Oh, you're knitting, Cindy, I see. A vest for your grandson. How exciting. Is this the impending grandchild or one you already have? I'm not sure, Cindy. I know there's another one coming. Hey, Sean. Hi, Cherie. Going through everybody. All right. I won't keep you all waiting too long. Hi there, Jenny. Nice to see you. I hope everyone, for those of you who took part in the online class last month, we did Hues of Happiness, and everyone should have their supplies by now. Well and surely, if anyone hasn't got their supplies and you were part of that, then please get in touch and I'll make sure that we fix that for you. Hey, Anna Louise, nice to see you. I've got banging on my door because obviously the cats have realised that they're shut out, and I just need to make sure Crumpet's not actually inside. No, they're both outside. They're just banging on the door because they'd like me to feed them. Just the one. Yes, okay. Hey there, Judy. Nice to see you. A great-grandmother? Really? That's incredible. Wow. I'm not even looking anywhere close. I'm happy not to be anywhere close to being grandmother for the first time. So, yes, goodness me. I hope someone comes and looks after those cats in a minute because they're banging on the door. All right. We have a new promotion this month, and I thought we might play with something that's part of that promotion. Actually, we've got a couple of things going on right now. First of all, we have our retiring list out for the mini. I'm sorry. I have to get the cats out of this area. Give me 1 second. Emma, can you feed Merlot or something because he's banging on my door? No, I'm in live. Bye. They say never work with children and animals. What's frozen? Are you? Yes, I know, right? It's actually Merlot making the big noise. He's the one who's insistent. Crumpet can wait for his food, but Merlot can't. He's food obsessed. And you said it's frozen. Do you mean the weather? Or do you mean me? Because is anyone else experiencing any problems with the audio or with the picture? I hope it's all right. Everyone's gone very quiet all of a sudden. All right, let me switch over to the desk and let's see how we go. Can everyone see it's working okay now? Good. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Hi, Amanda. How are you going? Nice to see you. All right, so the first thing is we have our mini catalogue. That's this one. Okay, this one's retiring. It only goes through until the end of this month. It says right here on the cover, January to June. So by the end of June, everything that's in here that is retiring, that's not going into the new catalogue, the annual catalogue, this one, okay, if it's not going in there, then it's saying goodbye. So they have released a list of all the things that are marked down, like everything that's retiring, including what is actually marked down. If they have an excess stock of certain things, then some items are marked down. So I've actually gone through my catalogue here and written it in my catalogue. For example, the Rainbow of Happiness, the stamp set and the dies are 10% off, which is the same as the bundle price because that's 10% off anyway. So there's actually not really a special on those, but there is if you were buying one or the other, not the bundle. But yeah, there's lots of things in here that are going, like the Cactus Cuties are going. The supple shimmer paper is going. That's 50% off. Some things are 10, but a lot of things in here are either 30 or 50% off. So that's a really good saving on some things. You can see I've written down all the prices. These are all 50 and 30% off here. So all good? Good. Good to hear. Right. So do check out the list. If you can either go to the online store or you can ask me tonight if you have something, a particular question about an item that you're wondering if it's marked down. If I have not highlighted it in here, that means it's not retiring. So the oceanfront set is going into the annual catalogue. So it's not highlighted, which I'm happy about because I love this one. I'm not finished playing with it yet. So so that's one promotion that's on right now. So items, if they're marked down or even if they're not marked down, if they are retiring, they are available until the end of the month unless they sell out first. So some items will sell out, but right now I just checked the discontinued list just before I started this video, and right now we don't have anything sold out. Now in the US, I believe, for any of our US watchers, that's not the case. They've got some things sold out over there already. But here in Australia, we don't. So there we go. So that's the first promotion that's happening at the moment, the retired sale. But then the other promotion we have is the kits collection. Now, some of you may have seen this. Let me just move this into the center. Some of you may have seen this, and basically it's buy one, get one half price. So it's like a BOGO sale, except the second item is half price. Let me just, oh goodness, I'm trying to get this straight. What is wrong with me? Seriously? That's not too bad. I'm leaving it like that. All right. So I got a brand new kit in the mail just yesterday. Haven't even opened it yet. So I'm going to grab my scissors and we are going to open it. So that'll be fun because you guys will get to see it at the same time as me. This is a pretty new one. This is called the Kindness cards, and I like this one because it's in a tin. I love tins. I don't know what it is about a tin, but I love a tin. So the kids collection are only available. They're not in any of our catalogs. You have to go looking for them online, or you need to have a demonstrator who can show them to you, one or the other. But the whole point of the kits are that everything is in here that you could need to make your cards or to make whatever the project is. In this case, it's cards. And like I said, this is called the Kindness Kit. It has a stamp set, which is really cute, actually. I love those stamps. They're really, really sweet. So that one there says, kindness wins. You are so amazing. Inspired by your kindness. What's that one say? That one says, shine like the stars. There's some really cute little sentiments in this one. Your smile makes the world a brighter place. Stuff like that. So 2/3 are gone from that catalogue already in the US. It's totally different here, Jean. We have a totally different market to the US, completely different. So here's a basic grey ink pad. They will have the ink spots, not the full-size ink pads, but these are great for doing work on little kits like this. And then here's our tin. How cute is it? It's like a little tin. Okay, it's got a block. Okay, it's not the thick blocks that we purchase from the catalogue, but it's a thinner block that will still do a great job of stamping. It doesn't have the you know how like the blocks we normally have the places to put your fingers on the side. These don't have that, but they still work fine. Okay, so the block is in there, and that's the same size as a D block. And then that's just, oh no, very important. What's in the bottom here is the instructions. So what's the deal with these kits? What's the special? Basically, buy one, get one half price. But here's the cool thing that you might not realize. The more expensive one is the one that's half price. Okay, isn't that cool? Now, if you're ordering through the online store, you don't have to worry about which one you put in first because it will automatically discount the more expensive one, which I think is fantastic. That's really unusual, isn't it? Usually it's the lower value thing that is half price, but not in this case. Okay, so that's a really cool thing to note. If you are a demonstrator and you're ordering through the demonstrator platform, then it will be the second item that you enter will be the half price one. So make sure you put the more expensive one second and it will discount that one. So that's different. But if you are a customer and you're ordering through the online store, it doesn't matter which order you put them in, it will automatically discount the more expensive one. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope that does. It's a little bit of an unusual special in that way, but I think that's amazing. I think it's fantastic. All right. So the instructions for here tells you how to put these together. These cards are round or kind of, well, they're kind of more like octagons, aren't they? How many sides do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 sides. So what's that? Is that a dodecahedron or I don't know? Someone who knows their mathematics better than me can tell me what kind of shape that is if we need to know. But this tells us how to put the cards together. So it's all step-by-step instructions just with little pictures and they're super easy to do. Okay, really cool. So let's see what's in the box, see what's in the tin. Oh, how cute are these? Oh, they're almost like little coasters. I thought they were cards, but they're not. Oh, these are nice. See, they're like thick chipboard. And then you got your stickers. There's little stickers here. And these are stickers as well. They're like cardstock weight stickers too. They're really thick little envelopes to put them in. How cute. And all the little envelopes there square. So cute little size to work with actually. And the inside you've got like a little decorated inside of your envelope. Decagon, is it, Sherry? Is that what you're saying? Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. A polygon. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whatever. Mathematics is, and I not, you know what, I was okay at maths when I was in junior school, or what you guys call junior school. We call it primary school. And got to high school and it got a little bit harder, but I was still okay. And then we got to senior school and it all went out the window. I had no idea, but you know, things like algebra, and no, I was gone with that. Algebra and calculus. Oh my gosh. So yeah, these are really super cute. Aren't they cute? Look at them. They've got like a little foil edge around here. So let's have a look at our instructions and see what they tell me. So the instructions are usually like diagrams. A polygon, a dead parrot. Yeah, right. Okay. Hi there, Subu. How are you? That's okay. You're going to a picnic? How nice does that sound? That sounds very summery. Polygon. Yes, I got it. Okay. So this tells me, you know, that you would put your sticker in the center there. Sorry, your stamp in the center. Aren't they cute? I'm going to have a bit of fun with these. I have got, I'm thinking about doing maybe towards the end of the month for my local girls who live close to me, maybe doing a open craft room and get everyone who wants to come in, and because we've got the kit special, bring the kits that you've ordered, come along and let's just make them together. I thought that might be fun, so look out, I'll schedule a date for that. That'll just be fun to get everyone in the studio. So this tells me there's also a little like QR code here that gives you detailed instructions for the kit when you scan the QR code. Isn't that cool? So you can scan the code with your phone and watch the instructions. So I think that's really cool as well. I love the stamps. They're super cute. Do we like this? This is a fun thing. So on one side you can see it's got like this little design, and on all of them it's got those designs. And then on the other side, I think, let me have a look. I think this one here, this stamp here, this is actually a sticker and it can go on the outside of your tin. Can you see that? Goes on the outside there. And then for the others, you can put a stamp in the middle, and on the back here you can put thanks or whatever, because we've got like here, where are we? Pass it on, hello, thanks, you made my day, which fits, those fit on these little stickery things that fit on those. So that's really cool. You made my day fits really nice on there too. So what's this one? Kind people are my kind of people. There you go. That's cute. But I love this big one. Kindness wins. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Isn't that nice? That's so lovely. It would be fun, and I do wish you lived close. I'm sure we'd be friends. That's what I'm sure of. So these have got like little rainbow stickers and things as well. See, aren't they cute? Some more rainbows here. So I'm not going to put them together right now, but I just thought you'd like to see what was in one of these kits. So there's all different kits. We have so many different kits. And the whole point is that you can get kits that are going to, be good for like special occasions, like the Light the Candles one. The Light the Candles one is actually currently unavailable, but I believe it's coming back. It's just unavailable at the moment. So, whoops, that doesn't go in there. But what a cute little tin. I love it. So there we go. There's a little kit all about the... Oh, I must watch it, Jean. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, do you mean my jacket, Cherie? This one here? It's nice. It's very warm. Like I said, it's got the holes in it. Look, I'll show you. See, it's got the holes that you can put your thumbs through to keep your hands warm. So your hands stay nice and warm. So that's a good idea, isn't it? The robot kit is your favorite, Megan. Okay, everyone tell me, if you've seen the kits, which is your favorite kit? The kits are fantastic. They are, excuse me, I need a glass of water. Excuse me. They are so easy to put together, and they're a fantastic way of doing a whole bunch of cards really quickly. Really good gifts if you want to give them to someone who hasn't done much card making and wants to just, have a go without the commitment, because you get your stamps, you get your inks, you get your block, you get all your bits and pieces, envelopes, everything. So Sentimental is probably one of my favorites too. Amanda, I love that one. Let me have a look here. That's this one. This is the one that Amanda mentioned. This is called So Sentimental. And I think we've looked at this before. It actually has like a little card box in there that you can put all your cards in to give them away as a gift. And that's one of the cards that I've made up. Great little stamp set. Some of you might remember I've actually made a card live with this once before. So really, really cute. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely that you can spend that time with a friend, Nairi. Say hi to your friend for me. Hi, Sue. You got the candle kit back? Yeah, ours is out of stock at the moment, but I'm expecting it to come back in. It just has a thing that says currently unavailable. So, yeah, we did go through that one. I thought so too. But that's called So Sentimental, and see, it even has like cute little envelopes with little designs inside, and like fun bling, and there's twine and all kinds of things, and there's even dimensionals. Look, can you see the dimensionals in there? It's hard to see in the bag, but they're in there. And stickers, or not stickers, but little die cuts and twine and instructions, of course. The only kits that don't have a block are the paper pumpkin kits. All the others have blocks included. Okay, so which one to buy first? That's a good question, Susan. I think this depends on what you're looking for. This one is a really good one because it's, you can use that rose in so many ways, not just with this kit, but, for standalone cards, even outside of the kit. And I think the greetings in here are good because you've got congratulations, happy birthday, thinking of you, which is really good for sympathy, actually. There's a happy Mother's Day. There's a for you, which is always good, and best wishes. So really, and a thank you, of course. So really, really useful for lots of different occasions. So this would be a good one to get first, Susan. Another one that's really good if you want, there's one called For the Guys. That's a really good one if you want one that's good for masculine cards. And that's this one. So this is a couple of my personal favorites. This one is the For the Guys, and there's your block again. and it says for the guys car kit, and these are the 2 different designs that it makes up. You've got a Happy Father's Day, but you can change the sentiments. If you don't want to say Happy Father's Day, you don't have to. You can see I did a card similar to this one, but I changed the orientation. So instead of being portrait, it's landscape. Can you see that? So, you know, and instead of saying thank you for all you do, I did Happy Birthday, Dad. And my dad's birthday is coming up, and so I need to remember to give this to him. So, oh, we must have borrowed from another set, because I've got 2 blocks, and I don't think it's meant to have 2 blocks. So I wonder if is it in the other set? Did my So Sentimental set lose its block? Yeah, that's what whoops, it went in the wrong box. That's why. You got glue dots. So you have all your bits and pieces. The only thing you don't have, in case you need to cut twine or something, you don't have scissors. So you would need to supply your own scissors. So that's nice. Thanks, Nairi. So yeah, that's probably a couple of really good ones to start with that are still available right now. Okay, so well, in Australia they are anyway. I don't know about everywhere else. If you want a birthday kit, then maybe wait for the Light the Candles one, because that's a really nice one. Okay, so does that make sense to everybody? Ah, yes. Well, I don't use them very often because I'd much prefer the normal blocks like these, because can you see these have got the, like it goes in, makes it much easier to hold and stamp with, where the other ones are thin and not as easy to work with, but they still work fine. I mean, goodness knows, I went to a workshop once and totally forgot all my blocks, and I used my mobile phone as a block. I stuck my stamps on my mobile phone. Didn't give me very good visibility, but it worked. So there you go. Oh, you're welcome. Very, very welcome. Your new order's in transit, Cheryl. Fantastic. Congratulations, honey. That's awesome. Yeah, there you go. All right. So I've got a couple of other new things. I'm not using it tonight, but I'll show you something else I got that I'm super excited about. And I used it once just to test it out. Look what I got. Anyone see what I got? This is the new magnetic plate. It is super heavy, okay? If you have a pacemaker, don't hold this to your chest. It's a magnet. It's a great big magnet, and that's why it's so heavy. Works really, really well. I've only run it through the once, and you can see what I cut, just a circle. Can you see it? Kind of. You can just see it there. But basically, I took off to put this through. I had my base platform. I took away my thin die adapter and one of my clear cutting plates, and just used this straight onto the base platform with what I wanted to cut, the die, and then one clear plate on top. So if anyone is wondering how to use it, that's how I used it, and it seemed to work fantastic. So I'm excited about that because they're really handy things, magnetic plates. Stop everything from moving around. It's so good. You can't use the thin ones without rocking. Do you know rocking when you stamp is one of those things, everybody does it. I don't know why we all do it, but everyone does. And yet your images will be so much better if you just go straight down, straight up, and don't rock. Okay, so it's an interesting thing that everyone does it. So I got a couple of other things this week that I'm excited about. I just opened to this page by mistake, but I love this set, and it was in last year's catalogue, and I still don't have it. It's one of those sets that that you know, you think, well, I'd really like that, but I sort of just seem to find other things that I want more, and I still have it on my list. So there you go. You have the plate on order. I know, isn't it? It's cool. Very excited about how that seems to be working. Now, I also got this one this week, and I haven't used it yet. I only just took it out of the box earlier today, and it's called Lighthouse Point, and the bundle with the dies as well is called Lighthouse Point Bundle. And I saw Shannon West, who's one of our demonstrator support people, like we call them DDMs, district, what is it? Something district manager. Demonstrator, I don't remember. Does anyone remember what DDM stands for? Somebody who has been around and knows these things might be able to tell us, one of the demonstrators. But anyway, she's one of our support people who helps us out with a ton of stuff. And I've been working with her a little bit on the Sales Council. And she did a demonstration on our demonstrator planning group, which is a big group of, believe it or not, over 42,000 people on that group, all demonstrators, and that's where we get a lot of information and people post their ideas, and it's fantastic, for a fantastic resource for demonstrators. So this Lighthouse Point is what she used the other day, and I watched her use it and went, oh no, now I have to have that set too. So I got it. And it's a bit exciting because it's a really nice set. So these are the Lighthouse Dies. Sorry, the Lighthouse stamp set and the Lighthouse Dies, pardon. Oh, and something else I got too. I haven't opened them yet, but these are the new craft note cards and envelopes. And the cool thing is they're not just the note cards and envelope, but there's a cute little box to put them in so you can give them as a gift. That's really cute. I didn't realize they came in a box, but they do. Super, super cute. All right, so the Lighthouse Dies match some of the... Here, can I just show you guys something? When you look at your catalogue, okay, you have some... You have your stamp set, okay, but some things have like a border around them. The ones that have a border means that there is a matching die for that particular stamp. So there's a matching die for the beam of light. There's a matching die for this lighthouse. There's two dies that match these two sentiments, one smaller and one larger. And I think that's it. Or maybe, no, this one as well. There's a matching die for this one because there's a little border around that one. But that's all, okay? So the stamp set has 14 stamps. And I saw Shannon do this one here, and I went, oh, that really would work with my watercolouring thing that I like to do, the watercolouring with on watercolour paper with a water painter stamp, and then move your stamp around. That would work really well. So I thought that would be a nice idea. And so that really is what sold me on that set. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to actually show them. I'm going to show you the dies first because they're fun. Let's see if I can get the die packet open. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Now, there are a whole bunch of dies. There are actually, how many dies? It tells me on the front, 11 dies. But if only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them match the stamp set, then we've got another 6 dies that do other things. And that's because we've got like this one, this die here goes over the top of this one. Okay, there's 2 pages. Where's the other one? And see, can you see that this one is the one here that matches the little rocks that I mentioned before, these little guys here. And then we've also got these 2 that cut out those sentiments. This one that does the beam of light. And then this one here cuts out the lighthouse. But then you've got these 2 here that actually create their own lighthouse that is a bigger lighthouse than what's actually here. So you've got a fair bit of scope in here for different things. I thought it might be nice for scrapbooking too. I mean, I had some pictures that my husband and I, when we were on our honeymoon, we went to Nora. What am I trying to say, guys? The lighthouse up the road at Nora Point or whatever it is. Someone will get me right. And that was really nice. You're pottering around while you're listening to me. That's fine. I do that when I'm listening to other people as well. And I do listen to people quite a bit. All right, so I've got this one here, which is the one I really want to use. I really like this, and I saw her stamp it, and I immediately fell in love because of this stamp. This is the whole point why I bought this set. So isn't it funny sometimes what things that you get excited about? I'm deciding. I haven't even decided what color I want to do yet. I've got a piece of watercolor paper here. And I'm thinking this is going to go down. Yeah, I might put it this side. I don't know. What color water do you think, guys? I'm deciding whether I want to go Bermuda Bay and do like a turquoisey kind of a water, or whether we'll go navy, maybe. Let's go turquoisey. Let's go turquoisey. Nora Head. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I knew someone local would know because it's just up the road. All right, so I'm going to put this down towards the bottom here. and I'm going to stamp it. I probably should be using a mat underneath, but it won't matter too much. It's just a really nice stamp. Really, really like it. And I'm going to come in with my water pen, deciding which one to use. I've got a couple of them sitting here, and I usually prefer one with a slightly wider, like this is quite a thin nib. This one's a bit wider, so I might do that one. And just squeeze some water through. There's a bit of colour already in it from last time I used it. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to come across here. And I'm going to kind of, and you don't even have to colour the whole thing. You can leave a few little bits and, you know, bits of blobs and things, because that's going to give it a little bit more interest, which always looks good. All right, so let's just see. I've got my little rocks, so let's grab those. I'm deciding what colour will I do those in. Soft suede is a good choice, or crumb cake is usually also a good choice. Maybe I'll go Sahara sand. I've also got to pick what's here because I still haven't unpacked from my class yesterday, and some of those colours are still packed away in the bag. So, I mean, I could easily get them out, but. So I'm deciding how I want these to go. I'm actually going to get rid of the blue just by pushing the water through until it comes clear. And then I'm just going to kind of come in here and make these look all like it's not two stamps, because I stamped it a couple of times, but I want to kind of make it just look like it's. I tell you what else I like about this stamp. It's got like a little, I'll get it close so you can see it. Can you see it's like little dots around the stamps? Gosh, the cats are at the door again. Oh no, it's one of the kids. And they've realized I'm lying and they've closed the door again. All right, so they've got like these little dots around here, and I really like that. And can you see there's little dots around the bottom here as well? Really like that look. That's really nice. All right, that's looking good. Where am I? I'm on the Central Coast, Susan, but in New South Wales. Where are you? So, mind you, the good thing about doing things online is it doesn't matter where anybody is. We all share the same space, and we all kind of, you know, I don't know. I think it's really cool that we're all able to do stuff together and be online, and it doesn't really matter where we are anymore. All right, so I'm going to. I mean, we've got people from everywhere. Jean is from Oregon on the west coast of the US, and she's watching. And we've got people in Melbourne, in Victoria. We've got people. Oh, you're in Melbourne too? Yep, we've got a few of you guys down there. All right, so I'm now deciding what color do I want this to be, and where this is. I probably could have done this whole thing a little bit further down. It might have been better, but it doesn't matter. The other thing is I'm thinking maybe of going grey with my lighthouse, and maybe I won't go all the way down. I might make this a shorter lighthouse because my lighthouse is a little bit tall up to the top of my, and see if I go a little shorter, then it won't go up as high. Goodness me, those cats are insistent. You'd think they were starving. You just fed them? Yeah, you want to feed mine too, Jenny? Because our guys are full on. All right, so I'm just going to come over here and a little bit more. So kind of blend that in there. I actually quite like the way that that's sitting on there. And then we have, to go over the top of that, we also have one other stamp. See the one here with the stripes? And I'm wondering what color. I could do black stripes, or I could do navy. What do you guys think? Navy or black stripes on our lighthouse? What do we think? Yeah, little babies. Yeah. Not like my cats. My two cats are not little babies. Well, one thinks he's a little baby and he acts like a baby, but he's about 18 months old. And the other one, he's 5 going on, he's like an old man, actually. And he's gorgeous, but he's 8.5 kilos heavy. He is such a big boy. All right, so I'm going to navy, navy, navy. Everyone says navy. Well, I better get the navy out of the bag then. Give me a second. Of course, it's a colour that is not immediately to hand. But that's okay. It's not too far away. Navy. Here we go. Yeah, they probably are. But, yeah. Anyway, we've done it now. They are mostly white. But I'm going to see how this looks. I think it's going to look good. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit of water and it's going to darken that up a little bit. There we go. That's kind of looking cool. What do we think? Do we like this? But you are right, Cherie. Probably white would be better if I was working on a darker background. That would work really well. And then I'm going to grab some, I think, balmy blue. I've got a blending brush here that's got a little bit of, should be all right. It's had navy on it, but not lately. So I'm actually going to add some balmy blue to the sky. I love blending brushes. Does anyone else love blending brushes as much as I do? Just love them. And by being a little bit uneven with it, it kind of gives the impression of, you know, something going on there in the sky. Also, don't come all the way down here. You want that little bit of brightening at the horizon. That always looks really good as well. And then I'm actually going to grab a little bit of the navy. And we're just going to do the edges. Or the top. Isn't it nice? This is a really nice set to work with. And, you know, I didn't even pay it any attention at all until I saw Shannon use it and went, oh now I need that. Now, there's a number of things that we could do with this. It is like a rocky cliff. That's the idea. Yes. You've been using them today, the blending brushes, Katrina. Aren't they fantastic? So, so good. All right, so it's coming together, even though the water probably isn't quite the right color, but that's okay. I'm still okay with it. I did think about putting like a beam of light, but I don't know. Do you think we need a beam of light? So that would be this guy here. I could stamp it, or I could just, we could cut it out and put it on over the top, or we could just not have it at all. What do you guys think? Do we like that idea? And I thought about maybe putting my greeting down here at the bottom, which is why I've left this. So what have we got? We've got sending you love and light. I love this. Without you, I'd be lost. Isn't that cool? Your light shines brighter than you know. That's really nice. What do you guys think? What would be nice? Let me close this up. Even though Jody told me she's going to watch the replay, I don't want her getting upset about my open ink pads. It already does look a bit illuminated, doesn't it? It's just because of the way the blending brushes sort of highlight it when you don't go all the way. I know, that's what I'm thinking. It's more of a daylight color. I agree. All right, well, maybe we leave it. I could add clouds from a different set, like some cutout die cut clouds. We could do that, but I do have another idea. All right, so let me put, no one has Light Shines Brighter. Okay, this one. All right, let's grab that. I think I'll do that in navy. Let me pop that on a block. I'll just get rid of this one because that's still got navy on it. All birds. Good idea, guys. You guys rock. Now, here's something I need to tell you, that the On the Horizon set, which is the one that has the birds that we really like, that we've been using quite a bit, that's retiring. It's going away. Goodbye. It's not in our main catalogue, which means that if you love that set with the birds, you're going to have to get it soon. Because it will, I fully expect, certainly I expect that paper to sell out. I've been told that the paper has already sold out in the US, but it hasn't here yet. But I have heard that it has sold out elsewhere. So, right, let me just, when it comes to putting these straight on the block, I like to use my grid paper. So I line it up as straight as I can on my grid, and then I put also use the grid to line up my block, and then that way it's nice and straight on my block. So that's a little tip for you if you're wondering how to get them straight on your block. Because I find that even though it doesn't really matter, if it's straight on my block, it helps me get it straight on my project as well. So, yeah, it's just helpful to me that way. Let's grab our navy. All right. And I think just here will we go in the middle or we go to the right? I think I'll go in the middle this time. And I'm just lining up the bottom row with the edge of the paper. That's how that looks. Isn't that a nice, really nice sentiment? I love that. That looks fantastic. I know, the birds are awesome. In fact, I think I'll do those in navy as well. So they're in the On the Horizon set, which I just need to find. On the Horizon, there it is. I will miss this set. This is a set that I have used a lot. Anybody else? I just think it's been such a useful, fantastically useful set. Pop these on here. The only thing you have to watch out with these birds, you need to make sure that you're very careful to get them the right way up. The reason being that it's very easy. Some of them, like this is the right way that I'm putting it on here, but if you have it this way, some of them still look like they're okay. Like that one at the top, he still looks like he's all right, and that one at the bottom here looks like he's all right. But if you look carefully, the others are definitely upside down. So let me hold it up close. But you need to make sure they're all the right way up, and that way you'll always get them right. And just a gentle tap into your ink, because if you push hard, you can end up with ink between the birds and transfer that to your project, and that would be bad. All right. Thanks for suggesting the birds, because they always look good. Don't they look good? I think we're only going to get to one card tonight. I hope no one's disappointed. We did get to look at some kits and things, though, didn't we? We got to look at some other stuff, so that's really good. Look out for my class this month. I am considering doing classes a little bit differently. I'm looking at possibly doing a technique class online and trying to work out how I do that. So, yeah, I know, right? Dolores, absolutely. We hate it that these things have to go. All right, let me just have a quick look at what color is going to look good in the background. I'm leaning towards balmy blue, so let's see how, or that might be not the right blue, actually. No, I don't think it is right. What do we think? Even though there's some balmy blue in here, I think with the Bermuda Bay, it doesn't look quite right. What do we think? Or we could just put it on a white base, you know, because that always looks good. Here's a white card that I prepared earlier, and we can just pop that on there straight away, straight like that. What do we think? navy background, says somebody. Navy. No, it's not right. I think it looks good on the white, though. I actually quite like it on the white. If I put it on navy, let me grab a piece of navy. I can do that, but you're only going to see a little bit of the navy. So, like, if the navy was on the card, you're only going to see about that much of it. But we could do it. It needs something other than white, says Jenny. Jean said white. Darker blue to frame it, says Judy. And grey would work. You're right. Grey would work. But you know what? We have got quite a bit of navy in here, so I think navy it is. Let me just cut this piece to size. But as you saw, this is a simple card. This is not rocket science, this one. It's pretty easy. Okay, that's the right size. Oh, crumb cake would look good, yes. Or I used, believe it or not, this is Sahara sand here. Is that Sahara sand? I'm sure it, yeah, no. What color is it? Yeah, I think it was Sahara sand. Because my crumb cake is elsewhere. Yeah, it was Sahara sand. Which doesn't look, it looks more like crumb cake, don't you think? It doesn't look like Sahara sand to me. Navy matte on white base. Yes, that's what I'm leaning towards. So I'm thinking here. And then on my white base, like that. And I think that will work. Yeah? Is everyone happy with that? I was originally going to put this on an embossed background, but we're not going to see enough of the embossing to make it work. But let me show you the base that I was going to use. This is a new embossing folder called Into the Clouds. And I thought this would be really fun behind the lighthouse. And I might do this on a different card. I could even emboss this background and then stick a, you know, a separate lighthouse, one of the die cut lighthouses on top. But here it is. Can you see it? It's called Into the Clouds, and it does a really cute little cloud background. Let's see if you can see that okay. Can you see it if I put it down there? Isn't that cool? I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. So I will do this on another one. It would be a good anniversary card for hubby. That would be a nice card, Kay. I think I'm seeing you on the 15th, aren't I? So happy anniversary for the 14th. Right, so I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to use dimensionals. Goodness me, I never know what I'm going to end up with on a Sunday or a Friday night. Got no clue. Sometimes I have an idea, maybe, but tonight I really didn't. I thought I'll use a set that I've just received, and we can talk about sets that are retiring and all that kind of stuff, and talk about the kids, and that's special. Right, just going to center this as best I can, like that. And then the whole thing, we're going to use some Tombow multi-purpose glue and just pop it all the way around. So for those of you who like online classes, if I was to do a class with white ink techniques, who would be in? Who would like to do that class with me? And I would make it as I usually do. You can purchase the class outright, or especially if you're overseas and you're not able to purchase from me, if you're placing an order, we could make it available with an order. So that's another option. I actually really like this. I think this is a really nice card. I think it worked out really nice. But maybe, like you said, maybe this is Australian white lighthouses are white, as Cherie was saying, but this one's dirty. This one got a little bit muddy in the last storm, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it still works. So there we go. I'm glad you like the card. Yeah, okay. Well, look out. I'm trying to work out how it would work, because if I do it, it would be several different white ink things, and you would either need to watch the class, or what I would be suggesting is I will have a list of things that you will need in order to do it along with me. So obviously you would need white ink, for example. You probably will need blender pens and water painters, things like that. So there would be a number of items that you'd be required to have in order to do the class. But if you don't have them, you can still watch it You just might not be able to get the same results without all the tools. So well, normally, Rose, my classes are not at a set time. Normally they are pre-recorded and you just watch them on YouTube at a time to suit you. So and that's good because you can just pause the video whenever you need to, to take a break, or for me to, if I'm going too fast, you can rewind, you can go back over something again. So it's not at a set time. It's at a time that suits you, and you just watch them when you're ready. So because I do so many techniques, and techniques are kind of my thing, I've never done online technique classes because they always seem to me a little bit cumbersome to do, because I'm thinking, well, how is everyone going to have the things that I'm using? But say, for example, if I'm using the Abigail Rose stamp set, which is one of the ones I'm thinking of using, I could just say you could use any flower sets with an open petal design that you can color in. So you wouldn't have to have Abigail Rose, but if you wanted to get exactly the same card as mine, then you would need something. You'd need that one, or you'd need something very similar. So there you go. All right. So that's what I'm putting some thought. Yeah, I did think about doing maybe, this is what I'm thinking, Cherie, because this is a whole new idea of me doing it this way. I would do the pre-recorded stuff like I always do and send those out. But then possibly towards the end of the month, maybe I do a Zoom with people that wanted to do it with me live. I don't know whether that would work or not. I'm deciding. These are all the sorts of things I have to make a decision on. So I haven't actually worked out yet how it will work, whether I need to do a Zoom so people can do it live, or if people are going to be happy to do it like we've done in the past with just all the pre-recorded materials. So I've had some really great feedback. Everyone seems to love the classes. So there we go. So this is our card tonight. I'm just going to do the one tonight. We've done lots of chit-chatting tonight. And I hope you like this. I think this is actually a really nice set to use. It's a good set for masculine cards. It would be great for scrapbooking if you've got lighthouse photographs, that kind of thing. You would love to do a Zoom, Cindy. Well, maybe that's what I should think about. Maybe I should do a one-off Zoom that people can, and I can record a Zoom as well. So if people can't attend live, they can watch it afterwards. So that's another option. So, yeah. All right. So I can see Kay saying goodbye, and we've got a couple of people saying see you Sunday. So, yep, see you guys on Sunday. Have a really fantastic weekend. Stay warm because it's really, really cold outside. It was 4 degrees here this morning, which for this part of the world is super cold. So, not happy about that, but it will warm up. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sean. I could do that. We could do the pre-recorded stuff, and then we could have a Zoom Q&A session or something like that. So that might be a good way to do it. Yeah. Good point. Good thinking. All right. So lots of ideas. All right. Okay. I hope everyone is well. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys on Sunday night. See you soon. Bye-bye.